So today we're going to be talking about the TikTok ban. The number one lesson you need to take from the TikTok ban, but more importantly, three things you can start doing today to make sure that something like this never affects you again on any other platform. What's up, beautiful people? My name is Audrey. I am your favorite bi-coastal lifestyle coach. Digital marketing is a passion of mine because tapping into this and growing my skills in this played an imperative role on me being able to live abroad for over a decade. Okay, so believe me when I tell you, you need some digital marketing in your life, but more importantly, if you don't understand it, get someone who does. All right, it's going to make bi-coastal living or living abroad way more sustainable for you. All right, so let's get right into it. The number one lesson you need to take from this TikTok ban is you don't own your audience. Okay, because you don't own the platforms. All of your followers are great and everything, but all of you don't own it, and therefore you need to do your best to make sure you have all of the contact information from your followers, especially your more than your followers. You need to have it for your clients, at least most of them. All right, because what happened on TikTok can happen on any other platform. That's the number one lesson. You need to own your audience, own your contact information on something else that is not your social media platform. So now let's get into three ways that you can start preparing today to make sure that you won't be affected by this on any other platform. Number one is very simple for those of you who get a headache trying to implement different systems. If you're just getting started, it's as simple as getting a pen and paper and writing down all of the contact information from people who contacted you directly on these social media platforms. So, yes, it looks like going into your DMs, going into your comments, even on your phones, have a place where you have the contact information of people who are your followers or your clients, right? And the reason why you want to do this is because as your business grows, you're going to create systems and have people work for you who need to create your database, right? And so you can make their job easier and your job easier by doing this simple step, having it written down, or to make it even easier, go to Google Spreadsheets, create a spreadsheet, and just simply drag and drop or copy and paste all of this information into one spreadsheet. And the reason why you want to do this is because eventually you're going to want to implement something called a CRM system, or that means customer relationship management system. And this is a system that manages your relationships with your clients. So, for example, you took 1,000 email addresses, phone numbers, contacts after doing an audit on all of your social media platforms, and you put it into this spreadsheet. So now you hired a virtual assistant. The virtual assistant is going to upload all of these email addresses into your CRM system. And once they're in there, if you have a new product launching, for example, next week, and you want to let all of those 1,000 people know that you have this new product launching, you don't have to go back to your emails or DMs to look for these people. Write the letter that you're going to send out or the announcement, and you send it out to this list of people. And it gets even better than that. There's a way you can automatically set up your CRM system to set up the responses based on the replies that you get from your clients, right? So basically, you're creating a system where you could be sipping on your margarita on the beach, and the relationship between you and your customers is being handled because you've implemented this CRM system. Okay? All right. Next, another thing that you can do is create a lead magnet for you to be able to capture more email addresses. So say you don't have a bunch of email addresses. It's not that you didn't use social media to talk to people, but you just simply did not collect as much email addresses or phone numbers, and you want to increase that number, right? Well, there's something called in the digital world lead magnet, and this is something that you offer to your audience in exchange for their phone number or their email address. Because sometimes not everyone is going to want to just give them your information for nothing. Sure, you can, I'll say, hey, sign up or sign up on this form to get to my mailing list. But let's face it, not everyone is giving out their information like that. It can be, for example, a webinar, it can be a free ebook, it can be a resource sheet. They click on the link, and as a requirement to download the link, they have to enter their email address. Now, there's also some legal steps in there, so please do your own research and double check with your digital marketing team. But you can't be spamming people out there, okay? You got to ask for their permission or let them know that by downloading XYZ, you're automatically entered into their mailing system. Would you like to continue? Yes or no? Something like that, right? Got to put a disclaimer out there or let people know that you will be sending them communication via email or text message, whichever one they provide, right? So that's one way you can start collecting more email address and phone numbers, right? And you can start building up your contact list. And last but not least, for all of my AI people, there is a way to automate this on social media. Have you guys seen people when they post, especially on Instagram, comment whatever if you want to get the recipe, or comment whatever to sign up for the webinar? Well, you can do the same thing. One of the platforms you can use to get you started for free is called ManyChat. What happens with this is someone leaves a comment on underneath one of your captions, and as soon as the person comments with the keyword or key phrase that you indicated, then they will receive an automatic reply into their DMs from you. Only it won't be you manually typing, it will be something automatically sent. And so let's say it's for to download a free ebook. The person will go into their DMs and see the link. They click on the link, and of course, in order for them to download the ebook, they have to enter their email address. This can also happen on Messenger, like on Facebook Messenger on your business page. There's a way to set it up where if someone sends you a message, there's an automatic reply, and it sends them to whatever link you want to send them to. So in this case, for the purpose of this video, I'm specifically talking about ways to capture contact information, but it's also a way where you can directly sell your services. So instead of sending a link for to download something in exchange for their email, you can actually send them a direct link to purchase your product or service, or to get more information about your product or your service. My point is, these automation systems exist, and it is a great way to build up your client information base so that we are no longer depending on these platforms. Leverage them, use them, yes. Depend on them, no. Trust me, after living on an island for over a decade, especially starting when it wasn't the most popular place to be, I learned so much about being self-sufficient that I apply that in all areas in my life, from the digital marketing world to motherhood to taking care of my own hair and growing it. That is pretty much it. Now, listen, you guys, I know that sometimes digital marketing can be overwhelming, and all you want to do is focus on being a creative in your business or being in front of the operations, the daily operations. If you need help, assistance with any aspect of your digital marketing, I have a wonderful team that I met over the years who know what they're doing, and your girl knows what she's doing too. Anyway, long story short, we can come together to help you create a solid digital marketing plan. So there is a link in the description box to fill out a questionnaire if you want some help on this, and we could set up a free 15-minute consultation to see if we're a good fit to work together. All right. So thank y'all so much for listening, and share this with someone who you know needs to make a move on collecting those contacts for their business, especially those of you who have a large following. I'm talking to you. This is the year you own your clients' information. Don't depend on these social media platforms. All right. Have a good day, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.